The UIC Flames are back home in Chicago for the first time in a long time. They haven't been here since December 23rd. And finally, the conference home opener against the visiting Green Bay Phoenix. We're courtside at the Windy City UIC Pavilion. Sam Panayotovich and Jonathan Hood. Well, Flames come in the conference at 1-2. Green Bay 2-3. Both of these teams would like to be better, but this is a big game for positioning in the conference standings.
There's no question about it. If you notice the Horizon League, Sam, everyone's being up on one another in the Horizon League, especially in the non-conference. So there's no one favorite, I would say, in the Horizon League right now. So right now, UIC and Green Bay just trying to figure out who they are right here in the middle of the Horizon League battle.
If I would have told you a couple games into the conference season that Marcus Otte would be UIC's best scorer, what would you have said?
I would say, is Dixon still on the team? Because Dikembe Dixon has really been the catalyst for this team offensively. But Marcus Otte's really turned the corner. He had 19 points and was really getting to the basket against IUPUI the last game for UIC. Look for Otte to continue to go to the basket as often as possible, finding the seam and being able to use his athleticism.
Link Garner's last couple seasons at Green Bay filled with upper-class players, lots of experience. No more Charles Cooper, no more Jamar Hurdle, no more Kenneth Lowe, and Karam Cantor is now at Xavier. So this is one of the youngest teams he's ever had as a head coach.
A lot of teams in the Horizon League are saying thank God for that, because Green Bay, especially in Green Bay, a tough place to play. Think about this Green Bay team. They played 3 games the last 5 days. They've lost to IUPUI, Cleveland State, and Youngstown State. So they're looking for some redemption here to try to get back on the thing. They're pretty much running an NBA schedule right now, as many games as they've played so far.
Green Bay will go with 3 guards. Cohen the third, Pipes and Small, Patterson up front along with Jesperson under head coach Link Garner in year number 3. Also in year number 3, Steve McLean, the head coach of UIC, will go 2 guards, Otte and Ferguson, Dixon and Blount the forwards, and Tai Odiasi, the leading shot blocker in the country, 297 for his career. He will start in the middle for the Flames. What are your biggest keys for tonight, Hoodie?
I think we're going to start with defense here. I think defense has definitely picked up for UIC. The last 3 games, holding opponents to under 38% shooting. That's a Horizon League low, so that's a positive in the right direction for UIC. And when you're at UIC right now, you're looking for some positives when you're 6-10. So those things have to get better defensively, continue that, and also try to get to inside against this Green Bay team. Whether it's Odiasi, whether it's Robinson, whether it is Otte, get to the basket. Inside out is always the key. When you're shooting under 30% from 3, I think the best course of action is to try to go inside as much as possible. The inside will give you open looks, but try to utilize the painted area and try to establish yourself that way.
A couple years ago, Green Bay had a player by the name of Kiefer Sykes, who was from Chicago, played at Marshall, and he tore up UIC. You and I did that game. Today, a very similar situation. Khalil Small, a senior from Chicago.
Absolutely. Khalil Small is a terrific young player for this team. 23 points a game, 6.7 rebounds the last 3 games. He is going to have to be the guy for this team, I think, offensively. Along with him, Sandy Cone III, the 6'6 junior from Seymour, Wisconsin. He's been a real strong offensive weapon for this Phoenix team. 16.4 points a game, 27 points in a loss against Youngstown State.
You see Link Garner, the head coach of Green Bay, pointing out last-minute directions, your players to watch. It'll be Small, who's 3 in green, Dixon, 10 in white. Your officials tonight, Paul Zeke, Bill Eck, and Brian McNutt. Hoodie, the last time these 2 teams met, Horizon League tournament, UIC sent Green Bay packing.
Absolutely. It was a surprise to many because Green Bay, they had a veteran team. They had so many quality players on it. And as you mentioned, a lot of those players gone as Link Garner looks for a new era for Phoenix basketball.
First time we've seen Tarkus Ferguson on the floor for a long time at home. He had a stress fracture in his ankle, but he is operating the point for Steve McLean's offense. Immediately they go to Odiasi. This is what we talk about all the time. He is ripped, knocked away, but it's Flames ball.
I think it surprises people when we go on the road. I know that was the case in Indianapolis. Same thing here at home, talking to the Green Bay announcers. Just wondering, is Odiasi okay? Yeah, Odiasi's fine. He's going to continue to be a shot blocker, shot rearranger around the rim. But, the Flames have to be able to look for him down low a lot more often. I mean, when you're one of the best shot blockers and also getting better offensively and getting to the foul line at a high clip, got to utilize that guy.
Dixon's first jumper bounces around and out. Odiasi there to clean it up. He goes up, no, and Small pulls it in. Leading scorer, 17 a game for the Phoenix. Operates on the left side. Bounces for P.J. Pipes. Off of the heel of Small. Blount going to chase it down. Try to fall on the floor. It's over and back on Green Bay. Jordan Blount always going to hustle.
Jordan Blount in that game against IUPUI twisted his ankle, and it looked bad. And we thought, well, maybe he's not going to come back in the game, Sam. And the next couple plays, he's right back out there. It just shows you the toughness of Blount. Wanted to be out there. The numbers will not light across your screen when it comes to Blount, but he does the little things that you don't usually see on the stat sheet.
Leading assist man for UIC will send it in to Marcus Adi, their leading scorer in Horizon League play. Sophomore out of Canada. Gets a screen from Ferguson. Look out, Adi on the run, always fun to watch. Dixon, pump fake and a foul on the floor. That'll go on Green Bay. Sandy Cohen III will pick it up.
Most coaches want you to be able to knock down that three. Got a wide open look right there. He went for the two or tried to go inside, but nothing else. He got a foul. That's one thing Dixon's very good at, is being able to draw the foul, because he loves to go downhill with the basketball.
Steve McLean looking on. His offense a tick under 70 points a game. 69.5. They'd like to play faster. They'd like to score more. Blount in the corner for three. Rebound Cohen. Up the floor to Pipes. This is Jesperson. Lots of perimeter passing for the Phoenix early on. They finally go low. Small, a fadeaway, no, and Blount the rebound. Transition opportunity for Adi. Going to take it all the way. The right-handed scoop, no. Blount finds it, falls on the floor. Four defenders pry it away.
It took four to get it away from Blount.
Cross-court pass to Cohen. He'll pull up for three. Hit the heel of the rim. Ferguson tips it to Adi.
Flames up to get it up and down the floor.
There's Dikembe Dixon, former freshman player of the year. He will go, throw it up, and get the roll.
Flames like to be able to go fast offensively as much as possible. Dixon was able to find the seam there.
2-minute scoring drought, finally over. Patterson, 15 in green, doing nothing but setting screens. Small, a tough shot, swish over Adi.
Terrific job by Small, being able to just rock back and nail that jumper from the baseline. We documented him earlier. Kid from Chicago, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists against Youngstown State in the last game.
Odiasi the ball screen for Ferguson. See if they try the high-low look. Blount instead will tee up a three. A little too long, and Small another rebound. He goes into the paint, Hoodie. He's not afraid.
Interesting, Blount taking a couple long shots here. Usually would pass it out, but confident in his shot here tonight.
Foul on Dixon there. Number 1 on Dikembe. Each team with a personal. 17-12 to go, 2-2.
Steve McLean has said many times that people believe that, as you take a look at Steve McLean there, talked about how Dixon doesn't look as the same player, and McLean has said many times, it doesn't work that way, where you come off an ACL injury and he's supposed to come back and score 25 points a game. He's still working his way back into being the catalyst he was offensively last year.
Jesperson and Blount, and Jordan rips it away. The toughness of the sophomore from Ireland. Here's a pull-up jumper for Dixon, short. Odiasi tips it into the first row. That'll belong to Green Bay.
One thing about Dixon also, Sam, is that he's always got confidence. Just look at his Instagram. Always talking about confidence, as you see on the floor. That's Jordan Blount. Look for 13 in white. He's going to be on the floor a lot tonight.
50-50 chance he'll be bleeding, too, at some point. Pipes working on Odiasi. A mismatch there in speed, and Dixon takes it away. Look out. Dikembe on the run all the way.
There's Dixon being able to go coast to coast there. Pipes, though, the freshman, got to take much better care of the basketball. Next time down, it won't be that way.
2-point edge for the home team. Jesperson and Adi working together in the paint as Odiasi turns one away from Small.
Patterson was calling for the ball there, never got it.
Here comes Adi, blows by Jesperson, the right-handed layup, Marcus Adi.
Love that the Flames are getting inside, Sam. It's one of our keys to start the game, working inside out, get to the basket. There's Patterson.
Hello.
He was going to make sure he hit that, trying to make a shot there because he was calling for it the last time down.
That's what you want, your 6'8 power forward to pull it from the top. As Odiasi is blocked, they call it jump ball. It will belong to Green Bay when we come back, as Link Garner is going to have a quick word with Patterson, and we'll be back.
The Horizon League men's and women's basketball championships invade Little Caesars Arena March 2nd through 6th with an NCAA tournament automatic bid at stake. Don't miss your chance to see elite college basketball action as all 10 Horizon League teams battle for conference bragging rights. Fans can reserve their seat by contacting their university box office today. For more information, visit horizonleague.com. Experience Motor City Madness at Little Caesars Arena March 2nd through 6th.
This is a mind-stretching experience.
This is UIC, Chicago's public research university. Learn more at uic.edu.
Jason, did you ever think that you've been playing basketball again?
Hey man, I had 2 strokes. I play when I can.
Well, it has been a year, and I want to check and see. How's your recovery going?
Pretty good. Just gotta keep at it.
How's your post game?
Come on, Doc.
Let me see what you got. How was school?
Good. Hard. I'm reckless. Sorry, Doc.
Each of the Horizon League's 2,700 Division I student athletes has the opportunity to maximize athletic development and academic achievement while also serving the broader community and growing in responsibility and accountability. To learn more, visit horizonleague.com. 15:33 to go in half number 1, 6-2 UIC.
Like the Flames being able to get to the basket is one of our keys. So far, 6 points in the paint. All 6 right in the painted area.
I don't see Patterson on the floor after the 6'8 power forward jacked a 3. Cam Hankerson is checked in, along with Will Chevalier. Here's Cohen to Small, 10 to shoot. Tight defense by the Flames. Small in the trees, looks for a drop-off, nearly traveled. Hankerson with only 3 to shoot. In the corner, Chevalier blocked by Odiasi and a violation.
One of the best shot blockers you'll find in all of college basketball, not necessarily just the Horizon League, all of college basketball. That is a win defensively for UIC, and they have been much better defensively over the last 3 games.
Phoenix 1 for 7 from the floor. All of their looks have been contested. Godwin Bowen is checked in for the Flames. He's got the rock. Weaving through. Everybody getting a touch here. Dixon angling, spinning, poked away, and a foul. After the poke, the body. That'll be on Green Bay, their second, and they'll call that one on Hankerson.
Hankerson, the 6'5 sophomore from Michigan. He's in there for some size. The average is 10 points a game. They want to provide some size. Now Odiasi will sit down, and Robinson in the ball game here. Flames don't lose a lot when Robinson's on the floor. It's a guy that can, it's a shot blocker himself.
There's Blount underneath the reverse for JB.
JB making it look easy right underneath the basket. Nobody coming over defensively for the Phoenix.
He asked when the T-shirts are being printed, the Mount St. Blount's. I didn't have an answer.
I'm all for it.
Chevalier for 3, batted out. Robinson to Blount. Blount pulls back. Offensive foul, a player control personal on Jordan Blount.
Got to keep our eyes on a big stat here, the turnovers for UIC. Averaging 16 turnovers a game. That's 2 so far tonight. Hopefully that number won't even get close to 16 if you're a Flames fan.
Well, you've talked to Steve McLean on your radio show quite a bit about Jordan Blount. It's a 10-speed bike, and sometimes he rides it at 20.
So true.
6 minutes into this one, Flames up 6. Bowen a steal as they tried to feed inside to Baines. Here's Dixon galloping, contorting, and throwing that one off of Hankerson. It'll be Flames ball.
Phoenix has to start listening to Link Darner. I mean, he's screaming, cut hard, and it's plenty of time for them to be able to, for the players, to, and it just didn't happen there. He's looking for a player to cut there on the left side, and it just didn't happen in a turnover. Now, these are growing pains here for the Phoenix.
6-0 run for UIC. Handoff Bowen. Dom Matthews is checked in as well. 0 and white. There's Bowen, puts the boogie on Hankerson. Tough shot, he got the roll.
Not only that, he's got the 7-10 split as well. Two Phoenix players going down when he went to the basket.
The youth on the floor for UIC, Hoodie. 4 sophomores and a senior.
Look how the activity of UIC defensively, moving, making sure they're man-to-man.
Small kicks it out. Here's Cohen for 3. Long. Blount and Baines fight for it. Dixon wins the war.
Yeah, that's another defensive win for UIC. You'd like to see that because early in the season, Sam, we didn't see a strong defensive effort, at least not strong enough from the Flames, and now it's gotten better as the season progressed.
Great bounce pass to Robinson to feed. How about it from Matthews?
And Darner's seen enough after once again inside points for the UIC Flames.
12-2, the lead is 10 as the Flames on a 10-0 run, shooting 43%. Green Bay 1 for 9, shooting 11%. The defense, UIC has brought it early.
Well, see, this is what makes broadcasters look great, okay? Because before the game, we're talking about working it inside. Flames are working it inside, not necessarily settling for outside jumpers. And then from there, defensively, we documented how the last 3 games, the Flames are holding opponents under 40% shooting. It's a Horizon League low. You're seeing that on display here early here in the first half. And as far as the Phoenix are concerned, they've got to be able to settle on what they want to do offensively. You cannot have my turn offense. Right there, the shot clock was coming down. Chevalier trying to put up a last-second 3. And then there's Odiasi, the premier shot blocker in all of college basketball, coming through once again.
Hankerson on the drive. They hand off Small. Looks like UIC going to double Small every time he gets near the paint. Ferguson got a piece of that one. Small now 1 for 4 from the floor. You take the head off of this snake, Hoodie, they might not score 50. Here's Robinson doubled. Kick out. Bowen. 3 up. 3 down.
That is great for G. Coming back from a broken nose. Also had a concussion in the game against Illinois State, but looking good right there on that shot.
Chevalier for 3. Little too short. Contact and a foul underneath. That one will go on Travion Bell out of Joliet. The Phoenix are unraveling here on the west side. They trail by 13.
Before the game, talking to the Phoenix broadcasters, they said that we're going to see a little bit more of Chevalier. He's 6'8", from Kimberly, Wisconsin. He's a freshman. And it's one of these times, because you're so young, Sam, you got to be able to do what you can and try to put these freshmen on the floors. Steve McClain in his catcher's crouch, happy about what he's seen so far. He doesn't look like it, but believe me, I know he's happy.
I call it the gargoyle.
I was asked, how's Steve McClain? He said, from the Phoenix announcers, that, hey, he's doing just fine. Same as you remember.
Michael Diggins walks with the pumpkin. And a timeout on the floor. UIC 15, Green Bay 2 on ESPN 3. Be a part of the madness. All 20 men's and women's teams will battle for NCAA tournament bids March 2nd through the 6th at Motor City Madness. Last year, nearly 30,000 fans attended. Fans can purchase tickets at campus box offices or horizonleague.com. An early edge for UIC at home.
Absolutely. 46% shooting for UIC, 9% shooting for Green Bay. Green Bay's got to get something going on the inside.
Hankerson pressured by Bowen. Here's Bell for 3. Short, and no offensive rebounds either. As I say that, Small takes it away from Diggins. A shot in the corner for 3 is missed. That was Parham. Hankerson goes up. Finally, a bucket for the Phoenix.
Yeah, utilizing his wingspan there and his athletic ability. Hankerson, the sophomore, getting inside. I mean, right now, Green Bay has not scored a 3-point shot. I think working inside is probably best to try to get things going. When you're when you don't have the momentum, inside works.
On the floor, there's a hustle play for Hankerson, who's tied up with Bowen. It'll belong to UIC, but these are the plays that Green Bay needs.
Absolutely, to keep yourself in the ball game, Sam. I mean, that's the whole thing. You know, coming into this thing, as we're going to see Odiasi come into your screen in just a moment, as well as Jordan Blount, as the officials will come over now and take a look. Okay. So the officials will come over and take a look at the shot clock here. Right now it's at 20, Sam.
So in the early going, a 15-4 lead for UIC. Bowen leads UIC with 5 points, Dixon with 4. The Flames shooting 47% on a 13-2 run. And the officials checking the replay here right in front of us. Steve McLean will bring his crew over. Link Darner's club already in a huddle on the Green Bay sideline. Both teams headed back on the floor. The shot clock changed from 20 to 13. So that's been the change. Little red number on the clocks above the baskets had 20, now it's 13. So there you have it. Shot clock at 10 with Adi. Kick in the corner, Dixon drives, hangs, floats one up. Dikembe's on his game tonight.
Yeah, Dixon making it look easy now, all the way around the rim. You notice, Sam, not long extended shots, but just shots around the rim, as there's one right there inside for the Phoenix. You got to continue to work inside.
Patterson on the board.
So good jumper by Bell there.
Blount steps on the baseline.
Got to play. You can play fast. Got to play under control, though. That's the whole thing.
That's 2 turnovers already on Blount. Make that 3. 3 turnovers in 8 minutes. Not good math. Flames up 11. And Khalil Small hasn't even gotten going yet. Their leading scorer with only 2. Pipes working on Ferguson. Crosses over. Putting the moves on Ferguson, and Adi takes it away. Being chased by Small, who swats it out of bounds. It'll be Flames ball, but Marcus Adi playing the passing lanes, takes it away.
It's a great job by Adi, but even better job by Small, going step for step with Adi right there just to knock it away. No easy layups if Small can help it.
Odiasi catches from Blount. Now Dixon in the triple threat. Ferguson, a good bounce for Blount, and he rattles it in.
Got beat there on the weak side. Terrific layup on the inside for Blount.
Flames up a baker's dozen. Parham trying to feed the post. Instead he goes on top to Bell.
Just terrific ball denial right there by Odiasi on the post. Watch the inside.
Here's Small. Kick out, good pass. Pipes for 3. Hit the backboard. Here comes Adi.
It's a good shot by Pipes. It just didn't fall.
Adi spinning, turning, throwing one up. Won't go, but a foul. Marcus Adi will go to the line for 2.
Yes. Flames fans slapping their hands because that was so close. They were on the edge of their chair because we're so used to the circus shots and the terrific ability of Adi on the inside. Almost got that one, but he's going to go to the line.
Deep breath for Adi, the southpaw out of Canada. Gets the first one to go. He was recruited out of high school by plenty of D1 schools. Cincinnati, Nebraska, Valparaiso, and Bryce Drew was there, but he decided to come to Chicago and play for Steve McLean in the youth movement.
Adi, the leading scorer for UIC, and got so much better on this all-around game. He's a 80% free throw shooter.
That's a foul underneath on Odiasi. Ticky-tack for sure, but it'll go against the Flames' big man.
That's Manny Patterson on the floor. There was a collision there, and Patterson writhing in pain on the baseline.
Did he collide with his own player?
It was, I think, Adi and Patterson collided, and as a matter of fact, Patterson has been busted open.
Oh, boy.
So right now, there is blood on the wrist. And we're going to take a look at this again.
No, it's right in the forehead. Right on the forehead is where he ran into Adi. We hope he's okay.
See if we can get in there. Yeah, right now Patterson's face is a crimson mask. And let's keep that shot wide, guys, because it is not looking good. Let's take a look at it again, Sam. Right there on the baseline. There it is.
Yeah, the foul came on Odiasi, 21 in white, but the contact came after the foul as Adi and Patterson converged.
Link Darner over to take a look. Now the officials want to take a look at our monitor to see what happened. But Darner now getting applause here from the pavilion. And Patterson will go to the locker room area.
Unsure if he'll need stitches or not. We'll keep you posted on his status. Patterson did start, though, one of their starting forwards. And that collision, the officials came over, took a quick look, and they realized it was incidental, non-intentional. So Baines will check in out of British Columbia, 11 in green.
Just to reset things, as you mentioned, Odiasi with the foul. That's his first foul. And he'll stay in the game for the UIC.
Small sends it in across the line to Pipes. P.J. Pipes out of Woodridge. Small having a really hard time getting open tonight.
Well, I mean, look at the defense for UIC. It's Adi or it's Tarkus Ferguson now. Another turnover.
Here comes Dixon with the stuff.
High elevation for Dixon. Going up high and down hard, and now another turnover.
They leave it for Adi. Watch the lob. Actually, Adi just takes it himself.
Adi finding a way to get inside. Darner's seen enough. Timeout, Phoenix.
An explosive run for UIC, an 8-0 run. The dunk from Dixon, the steal for Ferguson, the lay-in for Adi. It's all Flames. 25-6. Flames have made their last 8 shots.
They're over an 8-0 run over the last 120 as we take a look at this. Again, the turnover, and then Dixon, watch him fly right there with a punctuation mark. And that's a happy bench over there for UIC at this moment. UIC looking to put back-to-back victories together. A win against IUPUI in Indianapolis, and now this one here coming back home. They're just trying to have some sustained momentum if possible.
This is the best they've looked by far. Now, granted, only the 4th conference game, but this is easily the best performance in the early going you've seen from UIC. Hankerson looking for a cutter underneath to Cohen. Nice move by Sandy. Drops it in around Odiasi.
He was able to have patience there. Cohen being able to get an easy basket.
They bounce for Odiasi. Ty going to drive in on Jesperson. Knocked away. Cohen chases it near the table. It's off of UIC. Green Bay ball. Thought it hit off Cohen last, but the official said, nope, it's off a white uniform.
No, the Cohen called it before the official called it, so it's going to be green ball.
I said the OC before the game, Sandy Cohen. You said?
I'm not sure what I said about Sandy Cohen.
Well, there was a Sandy Cohen from something that you've seen at some point. Small, the runner, and the lay-in is good.
Nice job by Small being able to get inside, coming down that baseline. So now the Phoenix are at double digits, shooting just 27% from the field.
Blount pump fakes, drives, another reverse layup. That one, he was contacted in the wrist. Shot does not go. He'll shoot 2 when we come back.
Did you know that now is the perfect time to become a member of Credit Union One? With convenient locations, home and mobile banking, 20,000 surcharge-free ATMs, and 5,000 shared branching locations nationwide. We're always where you need us, when you need us. Visit creditunion1.org to become a member today. Credit Union One. We can help.
The Horizon League, comprised of 10 public and private institutions that have impressive academic reputations and storied traditions, 7 schools in top 36 media markets, and over 600 live events annually on ESPN3. To learn more, visit horizonleague.com.
Take a look at the Green Bay Phoenix bench. Sam, they've lost 5 of their last 7. However, they beat Detroit and Oakland in Horizon League play. That's always a very difficult trip for anybody to go in there. First of all, it's Oakland and Rochester, Michigan, and then to take on the Titans as well. But this has been an uphill climb because they have lost to IUPUI, Cleveland State, and Youngstown State in Horizon League play so far.
Blount makes the first free throw. JB was fouled before the break. Sophomore from Cork, Ireland. Had a double-double at NIU. Splits a pair. Rebound, Green Bay. Phoenix shooting under 30%. Hankerson swatted to the floor by Odiasi, but Cohen able to recover and rattle in the jumper.
So, great opportunity for Odiasi. The thing that stood out to me, I mean, not that the kid's Cohen, but man, that block from Odiasi was just tremendous. But this is what he's been doing. You're 4th in the nation in block shots. You get this on a regular basis. Only Michigan State is there, number 1. Look at his swat again. I mean, Odiasi just taught from Deion Thomas, from Howard Moore as well, learning the angles to be a shot rearranger and then being able to be a shot blocker around the painted area.
I would imagine Cam Hankerson, after being rejected that badly, will think again about driving to the rim.
Well, it gives you pause when you get that guy with that wingspan coming across on you.
I ended up on a couple posters in my day, on the wrong end, of course. Blount tries to go behind the back. Cohen takes it away, then Adi rips it from him, but a foul on Juice. Adi picks that one up. I don't believe Steve McLean called for Blount to go behind the back.
Absolutely not. You like that he has confidence and that he is looking for a shot here tonight, something that we haven't seen a lot of this season. You know, again, you have to have value of the basketball.
Acrobatic steal for Dixon. Here comes Blount. The lob for Odiasi.
Odiasi in a whole different stratosphere, going up for the big dunk. First of all, terrific ball handling by Jordan going up and down the floor, and then Odiasi with the big flush.
Hankerson in the corner, misses the 3. Blount positions himself correctly and gets it to Adi.
One and done on the offensive end there. Now they got to be able to get back here defensively. Got to be able to seal off the baselines. Can't give UIC anything simple and easy on the inside.
Dixon in the corner for 3.
Boy, everything's falling for Dixon right now. This is vintage Dixon that we're seeing here tonight with 11 points.
Jesperson for the counter. Blount the rebound.
No.
This is exactly what UIC wants. Ones and dones and push the tempo. Dixon feeling it. You could tell by the way he's dribbling and driving and throwing one up. He traveled though. Second turnover on Dikembe. 7th on UIC. The lead almost 20.
Flames shooting a blistering 62% from the field, Sam.
And the high percentage shots. That's what's most important.
Wow. Again, UIC making us look terrific because you look at the three-point shots, 2 for 4 from three-point range. You'll take that as long as you're being able to find openings on the baseline. Again, it's as much as Green Bay has size, right? Well, we've seen this already. They've got plenty of size, but they're just not very good defensively so far here in the first half, sealing off the baselines. They're giving UIC a lot of easy shots.
Jesperson, tough shot around Robinson. Blount, another board.
Another defensive win for UIC there.
JB going to push it, throw it up and in.
JB is feeling that, tell you. Are you surprised at the offensive prowess of a JB?
He's got 7 points and 7 rebounds. Cohen for 3, yes.
Wide open, Cohen knocking down that 3. The junior from Seymour, Wisconsin. He had 27 points that last game against Youngstown State.
Dixon fouling on the baseline. That'll go on Baines. Checking in for UIC, Jacob Wiley replaces Dixon. Ferguson back in for Blount. Dixon walking over to the bench. A big high five from Steve McLean and Dee Brown. 11 points for the preseason Horizon League All-Selection.
Notice a lot of this offense, the majority of it, not coming from Ferguson while he's on the floor. He's still working his way back from that foot injury. Missed a lot of time this season.
Wiley missed the runner. Baines gets it to Small. Khalil Small out of Chicago, the senior from Victory Rock Prep. Jesperson in the corner for three. Baines and Wiley fight for it. Ferguson finds it.
That was a good look. It just didn't fall. I mean, you're wide open. That's just frustration right there.
They're 1 for 12 from three. A whistle and a foul underneath. I think they got a clearing foul on Robinson, who used his shoulder to create some space.
Number 4 in white, Tarkus Ferguson. He is a guy that is a catalyst for this team, not only offensively but defensively as well. When the Flames go into their 2-3 zone, we haven't seen a lot of it tonight, but when they do go zone, Ferguson's so good on the backside of that zone for the Flames. So he does a lot of things very well for this UIC team. Blood pressure usually 120/80. Nothing really bothers him.
Foul on Ferguson there. He sends Cohen down to the floor. Sandy Cohen the third will shoot 2. Just looking at the stat sheet here, I don't remember a game where UIC had more assists than turnovers at the half.
Trinity? Let me look back at the Trinity numbers.
Possibly Trinity. Maybe Wisconsin Parkside.
Maybe so.
8 and 8 right now.
St. Francis? Maybe the exhibition game against St. Francis?
Olivet?
Maybe, possibly. Guys, take a look at those numbers. Very likely.
Certainly not in Horizon League play. It's Cohen makes a pair, lead back to 16.
I like him. I like Cohen. He's just a junior, but he can score. There's confidence on the floor when he's there. I like him. That's, at least for another year, Darner can utilize him.
He transferred in from Marquette. Ferguson from way downtown. Robinson tried to haul it in, but it goes off of his fingertips, and we will step away. Timeout on the floor, 33-17, UIC. In 2006, the Horizon League Network was the first collegiate digital platform in the nation, and today HLN on ESPN3 offers over 600 live events each year. For the latest schedule, go to horizonleague.com. Sam Panayotovich, Jonathan Hood on ESPN. UIC up by 16.
UIC shooting 58% from the field. Green Bay at least was able to knock down 1 3. They're 1 for 12 from three-point range. And they got to shoot themselves back into it. Not from the perimeter, Sam. You got to work it inside. You know, it's now you've got a zone here implemented here by the UIC Flames.
Just over Wiley, the shot missed by Hankerson, but a no board for Khalil Small. Fresh shot clock.
Get a chance to reset here.
Small steps into a jumper, gets it over Matthews.
Looking like a good YOLO shot to get things going after getting a second opportunity offensively.
Matthews for 3, an air ball. Small sends it back in. No, he throws it away. And Godwin Bowen, Flames point guard, gets it to Ferguson. Matthews, another 3 try. No, Wiley and Robinson high in the air. Clint triple teamed.
No foul. Wow.
Small comes out with it.
All that, no foul, Sam.
I'm ready for another YOLO shot. Cohen's fouled by Wiley, and Steve McLean has seen enough. He's going to bring most of his starters back in. Adi, Dixon, Odiasi, and Blount all at the table.
You know what stood out to me the last game, Sam, is that you saw Matthews try to have a couple of shots from the corner. Matthews was only on the floor for 11 minutes against IUPUI, and you know that he's a microwave. He can get heated up in a hurry. He has not started. He's coming off the bench again. Hopefully his confidence is still strong that he's able to maximize his minutes. Even though he's not starting, you got to be able to maximize the time that you have on the floor.
Cohen misses the free throw, and Bell the offensive rebound. Another fresh clock for the Phoenix. Blount nearly ripped it away. Here's a cut from Small. Pulls it back out, step back jumper, good. 9-0 run, Green Bay, only down 12. Adi takes it all the way.
Chevalier has never seen anything that fast in his face. Right to the basket. Adi. M-Juice.
Cohen on the drive over Odiasi. No, Ty gets the rebound.
That won't be a shot block, but that's a shot rearrange right there. That's being a shot rearranger. He was right there at his fingertips. Not a block, but altered that shot.
Dixon puts the boogie and the jumper on his defender, Bell. Woo!
Ring my bell. Look at that. Terrific performance by Dixon so far in the first half.
13 for Dikembe Dixon. Chevalier almost threw it away. He heard the footsteps. Here's Small on Odiasi. A big mismatch and a step-back shot. That is off 1 foot.
Small is at the lakefront right now. Just off-balance jumpers, just shooting against the wind.
Odiasi couldn't stuff it, but he tapped it in like Happy Gilmore right at the rim.
Love Small just being able to just, with a number of just YOLO shots there. There's Chevalier. That was within the framework of the offense. It just didn't fall. But I love Small, just like shooting against the wind on a windy day.
I've seen that shot at Jackson Park.
He really just, you know, and another thing is, too, if the Flames are not going to come over and recover defensively and he's got an open shot on the baseline, you're going to take it.
Did you catch Patrick Ewing the other day? Did you practice that shot? Do you shoot that shot?
When have you ever shot that shot?
I think Khalil Small does practice that shot. On a chain link net somewhere. Blount, great pass to Dixon, who walks with it.
The officials have to watch more film on Dixon. That is not a travel. That is not a travel. He does that a lot. That's not three steps. That's a quick two and a half step. Maybe not quite the Euro step. He's been called for that several times in the Horizon League play. Officials are going to have to get used to Dixon.
43 on the big clock, 30 on the little clock. So we'll see if Green Bay decides to go 2 for 1 here. Judging by the pace, they won't. It's Hankerson hands off to Cohen at the free throw line, picks up his dribble, lobs underneath. Dixon got a piece of it. It'll remain with Green Bay as they tried to feed the middle, but Dikembe knocked it away.
You can't do that, Sam. Okay, you can't do that. It's traffic there. Your pass is not strong enough to get to Hankerson that quickly. I know you see a green jersey. You can't pass the ball that way. That's just it's almost a turnover there.
Floater for Travion Bell is good. And it looks like UIC will smartly hold for the final shot. Godwin Bowen near the logo with 10 seconds to go in the half. Bowen for 3. Yes!
Bowen knocking down that 3. And the Flames have had a terrific first half.
17-point lead for the Flames. A 42-point explosion here on the west side. Green Bay will head to the dressing room searching for answers. Chris Black and Jay Hood have your halftime show coming up next, brought to you by Pepsi. Flames up big.
Welcome back to halftime on ESPN3. I'm Chris Black along with Jonathan Hood, live from the UIC Pavilion. The UIC Flames lead at 42-25 at the half, up 17. Jonathan, what are your initial thoughts from the first half of action here at the UIC Pavilion?
Well, Sam, the thing that we really like about the Flames is they were able to get inside. Okay, so you're establishing the paint area, 27 points in the paint for UIC, so you really like that. And then from there, you're not necessarily overshooting from three-point range, even though you're 3 for 8. So when you're shooting under 30% from 3, you want to make sure that you are able to get inside. The Flames are doing a lot of that. On the flip side, from Green Bay's standpoint, Green Bay's got to be able to establish the inside as well, but they're 1 for 14 from 3. And so it's been a real struggle, but give UIC's defense a lot of credit. Not a ton of zone, but making sure that they're sealing off the baselines and making sure that Green Bay shoots the shot that UIC wants them to shoot.
So the Flames have been off to their hottest start in the first half that we've seen all season, and it's pretty good because now Coach McClain has his healthy roster fully ready to go for this game, and you can tell the second unit, Godwin Bowen, Targus Ferguson, Dominique Matthews, Clint Robinson, all these guys mixing and matching with Coach Steve McLean, and really you're seeing the most productive offense and shooting. Why has the shooting been so good for the Flames here in the first half?
Chris, I just think that they've been able to find the seam down the baselines and inside. You know, and it's not to say that Green Bay doesn't have the size, but Dixon's been able to get to the basket. You've been seeing this from Marcus Adi as well, and so that's the thing that stands out to me. Anytime that you're working on the inside, the outside's going to open up eventually, and so maybe we might even see more three-point shots. Even JB, Jordan Blount's been able to get to the basket as well. So I just think that the reason why the shooting prowess is up to where it is right now, 60%, is that they're working it inside.
Yeah, working it inside. Right now, the UIC Flames, 27 points in the paint to 8 from Green Bay. So what we've seen from both teams in the first half, the UIC Flames led the majority of the first half. The game was tied for about 3 minutes of action early on. What do the Green Bay Phoenix need to do to inch back into this one here at the Pavilion?
Well, Phoenix fans know that it's been a tough season already. Even though you start off with a couple of terrific wins against Detroit and against Oakland, it's been kind of a downhill situation. I just think that for them, they've got to continue to work it inside because they've been trying to shoot from the outside. 1 for 14 isn't working. They aren't getting to the foul line. But the way that you work on the Flames is that you got to be able to work on the interior. You got to be able to work it inside, and they have a number of guys that do that. Or do what Khalil Small does, just have a lot of outside jumpers. He's just rearing back with a bunch of YOLO shots, and they've been falling so far.
It's been fun to watch.
Maybe it'll work in the second half. We'll see.
All right, we'll have more from the UIC Pavilion here on ESPN3. The Flames are up 17. More from the Pavilion up next on ESPN3. Back at the UIC Pavilion, it's halftime on ESPN3. I'm Chris Bleck along with Jonathan Hood. The UIC Flames are up 42-25 on the Green Bay Phoenix. And the UIC Flames right now want to remind you the One Love Foundation, educating student athletes on healthy and unhealthy relationship behaviors. You can learn more at joinonelove.org. So here the UIC Flames are now up by 17, Jonathan, as we kind of look back on the first half of action. We take a look at the highlights. Dikembe Dixon got it going early.
Absolutely. Dixon looking more Dixon-like. A terrific job by him. And then the Khalil Small, I'll tell you what, he's feeling good. I don't know about the rest of the Phoenix, but he's looking good. The turnovers have also hurt the Green Bay Phoenix in this game. Look at Dixon with an easy lay-in there.
Yeah, he has 13 points on 6 of 8 shooting in the first half.
Odiasi's been a shot blocker, shot rearranger around the rim. And then from there, Marcus Adi going to the basket. Adi and Dixon both had 19 points in the last game against IUPUI. And then you see one of the best shot blockers in all of college basketball, Ty Odiasi.
How about a nifty layup from Jordan Blount right there?
I think from Jordan's standpoint, that was nifty. He's been looking for his offense. If you notice, he's looking for his offense a lot more in this contest.
Off the bench, Robinson with a dunk.
Yeah, the UIC bench is averaging in the area of 23 points a game, so they've been strong this year as well. And there's G coming off a broken nose, able to knock down a 3 as well. So
he's 3 for 3 from the field, 8 points.
It's a number of guys that have really come through. The Phoenix, from their standpoint, they've got to be able to do just that, be able to get into the basket right there. A terrific job at Travion Bell getting there. They've got to work it more so in the painted area if they can. And there you see JB, just a stone wall there. And watch Dixon with the exclamation point right there on the dunk.
Yeah, the UIC Flames in the first half had a couple of back-to-back possessions here. The dunk from Dixon, then watch Marcus Adi slicing and dicing in the lane for a layup.
UIC is shooting 60% from the field. And we're going to get more from a guy I'm a fan of, Cohen III. Sandy Cohen is really good. But the Flames have got control. They're coming off of a great victory against IUPUI. Their first win, by the way, on the road, oh my God, in 11 games. So
you got to like Ty Odiasi getting the blocks. He has 3 in the first half. He's also 2 for 5 from the field and 4 points, 2 big dunks.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's done a terrific job for sure for this Flames team. Not only is a shot blocker, but also scorer. And there's a big-time dunk there by Marcus Adi. Can you believe he's leading the scoring for this Flames team? He has really been strong this year.
Yeah, the big improvement from year 1 to year 2 for Marcus Adi, really taking ownership of the offense, I would say. Godwin Bowen with another 3. So those are the highlights. The Flames are up by 17. Jonathan, a couple of quick scores around the Horizon League tonight. Milwaukee beat IUPUI 71-70. That one went final. Also, Oakland beat Youngstown State 95-82. Detroit Mercy up 2 points on Cleveland State with 15 seconds left. That game also on ESPN3. And then the Flames are up 17 right here at the Pavilion.
Some good Horizon League action, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this Horizon League looks like. You know, all the teams are beating up one another, you know, especially the non-conference. So there's not one definitive team in the Horizon League that you say is the leader. So why can't UIC be able to step up? They're 1-2, maybe looking for a 500 record in the Horizon League so far.
Okay, so the Flames are looking to go 7-10 on the season. They're looking for their second Horizon League victory of the year tonight. And Jonathan, let's see if they can get it. Sam Panayonovich will join us for the call of the second half right here on ESPN3. The Flames are up 17. Second half up next on ESPN3.
No matter where you go, take the Horizon League with you. Find the latest scores, stats, standings, and behind-the-scenes action at horizonleague.com and at Horizon League on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. You see the score, 42-25, as we embark on half number 2 here in Chicago. Sam Panayonovich and Jonathan Hood with you. Thoughts on what we saw in the first 20?
I think the first thing that stands out is that the Flames were able to work it inside, Sam. If you look at the three-point shooting, it's 3 for 8 from three-point range. The Flames were able to get inside from getting points off a turnover, whether it's Dixon or Adi, Blount even. So those are positives for this Flames team. So you want to be able to see more of that in the second half. From Green Bay's standpoint, if they're not working it inside, they're doing a disservice. They're only shooting 1 for 14 from three-point range. Clearly that's not working.
Small just over the fingertips of Odiasi. Good start for Khalil Small, their best player. He's got 12.
Yeah, Small was able to get a couple of open jumpers, and they got him the fall, so he's just picking up where he left off.
Woof. Adi went for the flush, missed it. Small the rebound, no numbers, but he's going to push it, take it all the way, and Blount rips it away. A foul now called on Blount, a delayed foul called by one of the officials. That is on Blount, and Small making it work here in half number 2 in the early going.
Well, as we told you, you're going to see a lot of number 13 on the floor. And I don't mean just running on the floor. I mean like laying on the floor. Because he's going to dive for loose balls. He's going to do what it takes. He will bleed for this UIC Flames team. Every team should have a Blount on it that's willing to do anything.
Small drains the first free throw. 17 points a game for the senior out of Chicago. He's their leading scorer, one of their leading rebounders, leading assist man. Best free throw shooter.
Yeah, 81% from the foul line.
He does everything for the Phoenix. Make that 14 for Small. Remember him being a sophomore, learning under Kiefer Sykes, also from Chicago. One of the greatest players we've seen here at UIC.
That's a travel. They didn't call it.
Foul on the floor.
Now.
It's opposite day.
Okay, so that's a travel. There's no question about that, Sam. Okay. Now, the other ones that I think they were on the edge, and I don't think they were. Now that was a travel. They didn't call it.
Largest lead, UIC was up by 21. Blount takes it all the way, misses the layup. Up to Small, finding himself in the right spot for 3. Hit the heel of the rim. That would have been a big shot for Green Bay. Falls into the hands of Tarkus Ferguson. Adi ripped away. There's a foul. Somebody reached in the cookie jar. A personal on Green Bay. Marcus Adi attacking the rim. He was hit by Jesperson.
That'd be just his first foul tonight. A lot of sons on this team. Patterson, Hankerson, Jefferson. There's a theme there.
Part of the recruitment, maybe. What's your last name? Dixon. There's another one.
There's another
S-O-N.
Another S-O-N.
16 for Dikembe. Cohen tries to answer. Small, the offensive rebound, puts it back up.
Terrific job by Small to stick-to-itiveness to be able to stay inside. And he is really the heartbeat of this team right now offensively. Look how tight the defense is on Adi right there. Will not let Adi by, and then he fouls him.
30 feet away from the rim. Not ideal to commit a personal. Link Darner pleading with the official. You see Steve McLean, UIC's head coach, sitting tight with a 14-point lead. First foul, by the way, on Small. Ball screen from T.O.
Green Bay staff telling Small not to reach. No reach in.
And then he reaches.
And then from there's a reach in. It's going to be on Jefferson. Could have been on Small or Jefferson. They're going to give it to Jefferson. Let's watch this again. JB.
I think that was on Small.
Falling down.
Should have been on Small.
Yeah.
But they called it, as you said, Hoodie, on Jesperson. Blount driving, the left-handed layup somehow goes.
JB has the patent down on that little scoop shot. He gets real tight into the basket and just scoops it in. He finds the seam there.
Steal for Ferguson, up ahead to Blount. Look out, the spin cycle.
There it is. No one does it like JB. Tight, right to the basket.
Adi tried to gamble. Small will try and float one. Odiasi the rebound. Every time Green Bay's had a run, UIC is countered.
That Blount shot might be the highest percentage shot in basketball, not the dunk.
How about the feed from Ferguson? Layup good for Odiasi. Timeout called by Garner.
Garner is having a milk of magnesia moment right here. He's having a very tough time watching this.
Connect with Horizon League men's basketball fans today by using the hashtag HLMBB. Additionally, follow the Drive to Detroit. Motor City Madness approaching soon. Use the hashtag Motor City Madness. 17:26 to go. Flames up by 20 here on ESPN. Sam and Jay Hood. Every time Green Bay cuts into the lead, UIC throws another right hook, and the Phoenix have been unable to climb back into this basketball game.
6-0 run over the last 39 seconds. Flames scoring fast. So you see Link Garner not happy in front of us. He's just trying to figure out what the future is for this Green Bay team, Sam. That's what it comes down to. You missing so many players.
Small, a tough shot, blocked right into my. Oh, you knocked the monitor over. I was ready for it, but you had to deflect it like Ron Harper used to do back in the day and almost killed Jay Pfeiffer.
That is a block shot for me. Give it to me.
I was literally ready. I was going to catch it with one hand. I didn't flinch.
That's the first one we've had this year.
We finally got a monitor, and you just cracked it in half.
No, I was just deflecting it. Block shot, like Odiasi.
There's another swat. That one pinballed off a UIC player on the bench.
That's a great EverFocus monitor we got there. That thing is tough, as you see Steve McClain. Speaking of tough.
Dixon in the corner. Yes.
It's getting easy for Dixon. 19 points for him tonight. That matches the 19 he had against IUPUI the other night.
23-point edge. Cohen, shovel pass over to Baines for three, long, rebound Dixon. No turnovers yet. Actually, Dixon with two. I was looking at Adi's line. Offensive foul. I think they got Blount. A turnover by Blount. I thought it was an offensive foul. Can't tell, the monitor's shaking. Hard for me to see.
That's fine. It's 11 turnovers for UIC tonight.
Season average 16, so under it for now, but plenty of time to go. Should mention Patterson back in the game. He's got a Band-Aid over that left eye. 15 in green. Here's Small, free throw line jumper. That will not count because Patterson pushed the Flame out of the way, committed the foul.
Patterson back in there showing some toughness. Now Matthews will come back to the ball game as well to replace Marcus Adi. See the fans here. Our guy.
Rex Tolliver, Mark Donovan, courtside. Saw Rex buy about 50 raffle tickets at halftime.
He's got the money for it. So he's doing just fine. Oh, Blount. This is the most aggressive that we have seen him offensively all season, Sam.
13 points, 6 of 9 shooting for Blount. A 25-point lead for the home team on ESPN 3. Motor City Madness will shift to the brand new Little Caesars Arena located in the heart of District Detroit. To learn more, visit horizonleague.com. Can't wait to make that trip again with you 3 years in a row. Up to Detroit. 56-31, Flames up big. Khalil Small, Phoenix leading scorer, trying to operate on Dixon, had it poked away, and it's off of Dikembe, so Phoenix ball, 13 to shoot.
Brand new building, too, being in the Little Caesars Arena, now no longer the Joe Louis Arena, in which certain rodents would hand you pizza.
Hankerson knocks in a three. You talking about the octopus? The octopi?
Yes, it would give you the pizza there. So I think looking forward to seeing the new building. Have not been there yet.
There's a steal for Cohen. Dixon will try and chase him down, but then recant as Cohen stuffs it home.
Sandy, strong. Big fan, Sam. Telling you, there's a guy that you can build on. Comes over from a different program and can really kind of jumpstart what the Phoenix want to do, if not this year, definitely next year.
Here's Blount, kicks it out. Dixon with the pump fake. Matthews driving, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to UIC. You humphed in that set.
Yeah, Cohen was right there. There was going to be a foul there, but the ball kept moving. I like Sandy Cohen. There's a guy there that can play. I also like Manny Patterson as well. He's got the Band-Aid, the little butterfly over his eyebrow there, and he's right there in the mix there against Blount.
Blount on the floor, dove for that loose ball that he turned over.
Patterson's a freshman, by the way, Chicago strong. I didn't catch the high school on Patterson, but he's a freshman.
Kenwood.
Oh, no wonder. No wonder I'm a fan. Nazi Muhammad.
Yes. The Kenwood, what's the mascot?
Broncos.
I should know that.
Kenwood Academy.
Is that blue and red?
That's right. Kenwood Academy. Go right over to Joe's to get yourself some jerk chicken right across the street.
Right on Stony Island.
Restaurant quality.
That's between where I went to high school, Mount Carmel, and Hyde Park, right there. That's right. Cohen drops it off, but a foul before the drop-off. I believe that is on Robinson. It is. So the Phoenix continue to attack the tin in half number 2.
By the way, speaking of Mount Carmel, for our Chicago viewers, you and I have not had a conversation about one of the greatest high school football coaches in the country, and Frank Lenti no longer being part of the program as a head coach. We got to talk about that one day.
Probably off the air, probably for the best.
Well, no, I think it's interesting.
Bowen takes it all the way, a hard spill. And Godwin Bowen will go to the line to shoot 2. You're right, though. We broke the story. Our station had the story first.
WGN.
Got it out there. And Frank has told me that when he's ready, the one-on-one will come as Bowen drives it all the way. 374 career wins, 11 state championships, 34 years. They fire him and lie about it. The school said he retired, sent a release out. It's not true.
It's very interesting. There's a shocking story in the Chicagoland area. You talk about success. High school basketball is fun, definitely, but you could easily say that over the last 20-plus years, you can look at the football. It's pretty top-notch across the country. When you look at the IHSA and the high school football, and Frank Lenti's been on top of that for so many generations.
Took the job in 1983, and what I was told was that they didn't let him say goodbye to his players, which is a no-no. That's a no-no. You can't do that and then try and shift the message. 22-point lead for the Flames as Small has it ripped away by Matthews. It'll stay with Green Bay. Suffocating UIC defense tonight. I'll tell you what, this is as good as I've seen them.
Well, that's the positive in it, Sam. I mean, here's the thing that you're looking at with UIC. In the beginning of the season, we didn't see that type of defense. And one thing that you can depend on is backdoor, easy baskets for the opposition. And as the season progressed, Steve McClain and his coaching staff has made it very clear that he's not going to allow the loose defense. You see more of an attention to detail, especially man-to-man. We hadn't seen UIC in a zone very often last year, but we see it more often this year. So there's, an attention to detail defensively that we are seeing, and they're just getting better and better, especially here in the Horizon League play.
Cohen picks up the dribble. Now it's Hankerson. Tough shot around Matthews. Wow.
It's a tough shot and terrific shot by Hankerson. He's got 7 tonight. Small and Cohen are the 2 in double digits at 16 and 11.
Ferguson, the drive high off the board, just squirted out, and now it's stuck. The jump ball will keep it with UIC. Almost got it to go. Charcus Ferguson, only a couple points since he came back from his injury. Didn't do much at IUPUI, scoreless tonight.
Yeah, he's got 8 assists, but I know that he'd love to be able to score as well. There's so many things well on the floor for UIC.
Breakout chance for Cohen. Layup good.
Sandy.
Flames haven't made a basket in almost 3 minutes. They've missed 4 of their last 5.
Ferguson coming off a foot issue. Missed a lot of games. Now just trying to work his way back into the swing of things.
Does it count?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Robinson.
And 1.
Good to see Robinson inside, being able to get it there. Now a chance for a 3-point play. Let's watch this again. Robinson up strong. Just cursory defense there by Patterson.
Michael Diggins back in for the Flames, giving Dikembe Dixon a blow. Dixon checks out, 19 points, 8 of 10 from the floor. And Robinson will try and complete the 3-point play. Rebound Khalil Small. But this lead, Hoodie, is sat at 20, more or less, for the last 10 minutes of gameplay. Cohen tries a deep 3. And Diggins, welcome to the game. Here's a rebound.
It's one and done on the offensive end here.
Poked away by Cohen. UIC shooting 61%. Green Bay below 40 at 39%. In the offensive rebound category, each team was 7. So not many second chance looks for either side, although the Phoenix actually have more second chance points. Flames only have 2. Here's a touch for Odiasi. Turns away, and look at the touch on that shot.
Odiasi has been working on it every single year, Sam. We see something new from Odiasi.
Small picked up his dribble in no man's land, the old Derrick Rose jump pass. And Matthews almost had that one fall. Can't do that in no man's land. When you jump, look one way, and then you try and go a different way, you're going to fail more times than not in that position when you leave the floor with the ball.
Leave that to the pros. I just hate to see that on the college level. Sometimes, like you mentioned, no man's land, you don't know what to do. And Matthews will go to the foul line.
What do we call that one?
The hairstyle of Matthews?
That's look like a lightning bolt.
You know what that is? That's the D. Brown. D had his hair just like that with the headband at Illinois. There's a lightning bolt in the middle of it, though, but there's a little stylish, but there's a lot of D. Brown in that. Now the officials will look at Steve McClain.
Now Cohen is banged up. He wants to tape. Looks like his tape came off one of his fingers, and he wants some fresh tape.
A little blood on that finger, too. Cohen actually, during one of the free throws, came over and tried to wipe the blood off. That was off of camera. And now, see the trainer is going over to 10 to Cohen the third. Big fan, Sam. A terrific player Cohen is. See the fan there to his left there. You see him right there over the left shoulder of Cohen.
Trying to take a selfie.
Yeah, he's just wondering how can I, is there any way for me to post pictures to Facebook That's what he's wondering right now.
You got to teach the angle. You got to go above. You got to go higher. Higher is better.
He's learning.
Fresh tape job for Cohen. He's ready to rock. Under 12 minutes to go in the game. Pipes has it. Ferguson will push him near the logo. Bounce for Bell. Cohen, the kick. Pipes for three. Yes.
So the fans here in Green Bay, the Green Bay fans happy for Pipes there for that three. Something for them to get excited for. There was a fan bus coming down for Green Bay fans to make the trip.
Not a bad hike. About 5 hours or so. Lots of local talent, though, as we pointed out. Lots of Illinois flavor on this roster. Parham and Pipes, Small, Patterson. Another turnover by the Flames, and Pipes kicks it into the cheerleading section. Blackjack, Flames up 21. 11:08 left to go. The Horizon League has a storied history of success at the national level in men's hoops, highlighted by 2 appearances in the NCAA title game, and 7 teams have been to the Sweet 16. To learn more about the Horizon League and their basketball, visit horizonleague.com. UIC 64, Green Bay 43, final 11 minutes and change here in Chicago.
Really enjoying what I've been seeing from the UIC Flames. Offensively, Sam, once see Tuckus Ferguson get on the scoreboard here. He had one ball wedged between the backboard and the hoop. Let's get see if Fur can get on the board.
Well, you ask him, he doesn't give a dang about scoring as he misses the 3, rebound Pipes. He's happy about that 9-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio as Robinson pinballs one off the glass. Back the other way, Matthews, the fake, the layup.
Good to see Dom being able to fly through the air. Don't get the microwave started. Maximize your minutes. He's not a starter, but he can still be a real strong scorer for the UIC Flames.
Foul on Diggins, cousin of Skylar Diggins, who, of course, played at Notre Dame, now in the WNBA. That last possession, how quickly things changed. Phoenix had a run out, Robinson with the rejection, and then all the way to the other side. 2 points for Matthews.
And look who's on the foul line.
Your guy, Sandy Cohen.
You want to have a guy like that. If that's going to be your leader, then that's strong. You know that Small's a senior, so he's leaving. So you need to find in this season of transition what you want to do, because if you're just joining us, Green Bay has lost 80% of their roster from last year. They also lost 80% of the scoring in the minutes played from last year as well.
Some names we called so many times: Charles Cooper, Jamar Hurdle, Kenneth Lowe, Karam Cantor, Turner Botts, all of them gone.
Such good players for this Phoenix team over the years.
The microwave with an air ball. Rebound Cohen. He's everywhere tonight.
Saw a little bit of a zone by the Phoenix too, in that last possession.
Small bounces underneath. Patterson kicks it out of bounds. It'll belong to UIC. I looked at their schedule too. They've really tested themselves. I give Link Darner credit. They played at Mississippi State, at Belmont, at Missouri, at Wisconsin. Even though this team is really young, he's not going to shy away from testing them often.
Got to figure out who you are. You may lose a number of those games as they did, but you got to figure out who you are. And it's always good to have strong competition, different conferences, as you see the zone implemented there by the Phoenix. A little bit of a 2-3. I thought we saw a little bit 1-2-1 earlier, but they've settled into a 2-3. By the way, speaking of the zone, I was watching a Minnesota Timberwolves game, and in the fourth quarter, Tom Thibodeau had Butler, Taj, Crawford. They were in a 1-2-2 in the NBA. That's how poor they've been defensively on the back side with
Towns.
With Towns and Wiggins. So, how about that? And the NBA level.
Robinson for 3, left it short. 0 for 3 now on the season. Still waiting for Odiasi's first attempt.
I want you to give me how much time Robinson will be on the floor after that. Just set your watch.
YOLO shot again from Small. I love that when you say YOLO shot. It's Blount in there with Bell. Blount would take a steak away from a Bulldog if you gave him the chance. Green Bay ball.
You think the zone should be played on that level? Like that?
Well, if it's the fourth quarter in Minnesota, that means Jimmy Butler's at 38 minutes already, so maybe he was tired too.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it?
But 1-2-2, let alone any zone in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's a man-to-man league.
Right. And that's how bad it's been defensively. That he put them in the zone in the game I just saw last week.
Small misses a fadeaway. Ferguson tried to bat it out. Pipes pulls up. Ball still loose, and there is a whistle and a foul. There's Blount in the middle again.
There he is, and Small. And Jordan Blount looking face to face, and now Small and Robinson. Robinson now with a smile. Referee's got to step in there and separate them. And what's Darner doing on the floor now? Darner with a technical foul. Link Darner, technical foul. He's going after the official right now, right in front of us. The coach of Green Bay, technical foul because he was on the floor. And if you could read lips, he says, I'm going out to protect his player.
And now a double technical on Blount and Small.
Darner stomping his feet.
Darner may get tossed. Look out.
Darner stomping his feet, going after the official. And Garner's just saying, hey, Garner's just saying, man, I'm just trying to protect my player. The coach of the Green Bay Phoenix. Ignore what you see there. Steve McClain doing a really good job as well, bringing his players over, trying to get them out of that. First of all, I thought that was a poor job of the officials not separating the players, right? They were all just gathered up around the lane. How come the officials didn't separate them?
That's what they should have done. Now they're going to take a look at the monitor. I will say one thing. That foot stomp by Link Darner, you know where I've seen that before?
Hee-haw. So the officials, Paul Zellick, Bill Elk,
can I finish?
And Brian McNutt will come over and have a look at the monitor.
He played for Gene Cady at Purdue. How many times did you see Gene Cady get a technical?
Oh, yes.
On the Boilermaker sideline.
Stomping the feet.
Hee-haw. So they're checking now to see who initiated the contact, because Darner has been pleading that Blount initiated the contact with Small. Of course, Khalil Small, the best player on the floor for Green Bay, so they can ill afford to have him pick up more fouls, especially some that they don't think are warranted.
I just think it was a bad job by the officials for not separating the players. They allowed them to just continue to just gather at the foul line.
Right, because they all came over to the scoring table to announce the foul on Darner.
All
technical.
All three?
Didn't have to do that.
It's a terrible job.
Yeah, the players were in North Texas. The officials were in Maine. They're still trying to figure out exactly what happened. So Blount is gone. That's his fifth. He's out of the game. 13 points and 7 rebounds. That technical being his fifth. Also a technical on Small, a technical on Darner.
And the officials still looking over at the monitor.
This review brought to you by Pepsi.
By Pepsi. Time for a Pepsi break. Refreshing Pepsi. Drink Evolve. Yes, Pepsi.
They are still discussing this technical. 66-45. Steve McClain lunging over, trying to hear what the officials are saying.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
In all reality, it's a 21-point game with 8:53 to go. Steve McClain just laughing at this point.
There's Link Darner, and there's the old stomp there. There we go. There's the hoedown, the stomp from Link Darner. Not happy after getting the technical foul. On our monitor, we're seeing different angles of the stomp. That's pretty good stuff right there. Last time I saw that, we were in Lexington together.
We'll shoot the technical.
Hold down.
He'll have another. Marcus Adi.
You know, when you stomp like that, Sam, that usually starts off the violins.
Lead back to 23 will come all the way across.
Darner's not been happy all game. This has not been the showing that he wanted. This is a team that is 7-11. They've lost 5 of their last 7. So he has not been happy. He's been hovering over us at the broadcast table, just not happy. Not happy with the shot selection and how the ball has not been moving side to side as much as he'd like. He's been talking about that in the huddle. Some of the timeouts he hasn't said anything, just kind of staring. Assistants taking over, so he's just trying to get this team motivated.
Ferguson, the lob for Odiasi, who goes underneath. He may have to kick this one back out. No, he's going to turn and have it blocked by Patterson. Power dribble, ripped away again. Pipes comes out with it. P.J. Pipes pulls it back and will set up the play for the Phoenix. Cohen for 3. Patterson had it knocked away, then punched it out of Bowen's hands. It'll be Green Bay ball, fresh shot clock.
It's a good shot by Cohen. It just didn't fall. Take a look at G right there. He had a broken nose a few games ago. Wore a mask, threw the mask away. Couldn't take it in the Northern Kentucky game.
The lob for Bell is long. Small tried to put it in, and he does. Foul on Dixon. And one opportunity for Green Bay.
Nothing was going to stop Khalil Small from getting to the basket. He's had stronger winds trying to block his shot right there, playing on the playgrounds in Chicago.
68-47, big lead, UIC. That shrieking means only one thing here at UIC. They're giving pizzas away. 68-47, Khalil Small at the free throw line. Senior out of Chicago, 18 points tonight. One shy of the game leader, Dixon, who has 19. And the three-point play complete. Lead back to 20 with under 8 to go. Generally speaking, though, Hoodie, I think defensively that's the story of the game for UIC, holding Green Bay to under 50 at this point. Bowen drills a 3. 37% shooting, too, for the Phoenix. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, coming in the last 3 games, UIC holding opponents under 38% shooting. That's a rising league low, so they've really picked it up defensively. That's a positive for this Flames team with Steve McClain and the coaching staff.
Small short on the floater. Ferguson bounces to Bowen. Up ahead, Dixon. Galloping and getting bumped. Slides out of bounds. Contact, no foul. Just a turnover on UIC.
That is turnover number 17 for UIC. Watch this again, going down the baseline. He slipped. Hit very little contact. He just slipped. Slipped out of bounds.
Anytime you see him hit the deck, too, you wonder.
Coming off the ACL tear, missed half the season. Always concerned.
Patterson out of Kenwood goes up strong, and he is negated by Odiasi. Foul actually goes on Dixon. Could have went either way. And Manny Patterson will shoot 2. Big guy, 6'8", 220.
I'm a big fan of his. He's just a freshman.
Only 18, Hoodie.
Yeah, he's looking for his first points of the game. Earlier in the game, got busted open over the eye. His face was a crimson mask. Got it covered up, and now he's back in the game. Doing some great things for the Phoenix.
If you look at their core, you've got Parham, who's a sophomore. Pipes, a freshman. Bell, a freshman. Patterson's a freshman. Hankerson's a sophomore. Got something to build.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that for a young team to beat Oakland, and I'm not saying that Oakland is the very best in the Horizon League yet. That's still to be determined. But when you beat Oakland, I think that is definitely – you're looking at a team that was unafraid. Great job by them. That's a tough that's a really tough – what do you think is tougher, the Ohio or the Michigan road trip?
The Ohio one. I think the Ohio one for sure. Wright State, Cleveland State. That's a bear of a trip. Small, the floater is good. 21 for Khalil Small. Now, it depends on where you're coming from, of course. I think for Illinois, it's easier to go through Michigan.
The travel's kind of weird. You got to fly into Pittsburgh when you get to Youngstown and drive in an
Forgot
hour.
about Youngstown.
You gotta, right.
Woof. Nothing like a baseball series on a weekend in March in Youngstown.
It's amazing. Good defense so far by the Phoenix. Got to seal off the baseline, though.
21 for Dixon, darting down the baseline and banking it off the glass. Small, he'll drive. Odiasi altered that one, but the stick-to-itiveness of the little guy, Khalil Small, 6'2", 215, kept it up, and will go to the line for one more.
There's got to be some more eligibility for Small after this season, right? Because that's a guy that you want to keep on your roster if you could.
.23 now for Small, who had a very quiet first half. 23 points and 9 rebounds.
20 attempts, 23 points.
Ferguson out there with Adi, Bowen, Robinson, Dixon for UIC. And an 18-point lead. More zone for the Phoenix.
Nice job by Cohen.
Ferguson almost threw 2 passes away in a row. Bowen saves it, only 4 to shoot. Adi, he knows, he shoots, he scores.
With time running down, great defense for about 28 seconds, and then time running down, the big 3 there by Adi.
Link Darner just put his hands in his face after that shot went in. 5 minutes to go. Patterson charging in, the layup good.
Patterson finding the seam on the going down the lane. Nice that the Phoenix were in zone a little earlier. Maybe game's a little bit closer, but
that's their 10th steal. Active hands in the passing lanes. Cohen kick out, pipes, blows by Dixon, throws one up a little long, and Bowen, a contortionary rebound, gets it up to Adi. Football pass Dixon, bounce Ferguson. Tarkus just going to waste time. Now he's going to drive, throw one up. Oh, can't get it to go. Still no points for Tark. 11 helpers, though, tonight, and just 2 turnovers.
he's a guy that's all over the floor, Sam. We know that 0 points. He's had a number of opportunities from the outside, inside to score. Hasn't fallen for him, but you'll take the 11 assists. He has 11 of the 18 assists for UIC as the Flames all over Green Bay here in Chicago.
.351 to go on ESPN3. Sam Panayotovich, Jonathan Hood. The Flames with almost a 20-point lead for the first time this season. 4 players in double figures for UIC. Dixon, Blount, Adi, and Bowen.
Flames have been able to get a number of guys that can score the ball, mostly on the inside. You got the sheet in front of us. 43 of the 76 points have been in the painted area. That is a win. 23 points off of turnovers for UIC as well. And I know, Sam, I know for some Flames fans, it's a little bit of a surprise because that's kind of a relaxed atmosphere here because they're not used to seeing the Flames with this kind of lead against this kind of quality of opponent in Green Bay. We're usually on the other side of that, looking at the Northern Kentucky game where we were never in that ball game. And the heartbreaker against Wright State. You lose by 4 in that game, so now, the Flames have been on the wrong end of this several times this year, but A little bit of a difference here tonight.
Yeah, losing at Illinois State, too, a game you did on the radio, 71-70. Losing at NIU by 6. They were in that game the entire way. But all that matters, honestly, is that this rock is rolling as you get toward the tournament. That's all that matters. Bowen for 3, a little long, and Robinson tips it out because this is a one-team league in the tournament.
That's all the coaches talk about.
That's it. You're not going to get multiple bids here. No more Valpo to help you out with the RPI. The RPI, if anything, is going down. Get hot in March. Foul again on Bowen. So Cohen will go back to the line. He shot 7 free throws tonight. He'll get 8 and 9 here as the Phoenix trail by 18. But that's what it's all about. As you know, these smaller conferences, and we'll be there in Detroit March 2nd. We'll see what seed the Flames have in the Horizon League.
This is the first of a 3-game homestand for UIC. They'll take on Milwaukee in the next game on the 12th, and then Oakland on Dr. King Day on the 15th.
Free throw slashed in by Cohen. UIC up 17. So standings-wise right now, Wright State 4-0 at the top. Northern Kentucky 4-0. Youngstown State 3-0. Those are the top teams right now. A lot could change, of course. These teams are going to beat up on each other, I would imagine, over the next couple of months.
As you mentioned, it's a lot of big feet on this UIC Flames team, whether it's Blount or Dixon.
Just the heel, the tip of the heel on the sideline.
I've seen that more often this year than any year doing UIC basketball. I know it's a growth spurt for some throughout the summer, but, man, the feet are growing.
Small for 3. He got it.
As you talked about earlier, Sam, you're looking at Wright State, Northern Kentucky, and Youngstown State all undefeated, but I still don't believe that's a runaway.
No,
no more Valpo. So we'll see what happens here.
Bowen, great pass. Adi in the corner. A little long, and Cohen the rebound. Green Bay's actually cut this down to 14. Nice charge over the last 2 minutes, a 7-0 run. Flames want to finish this one out the right way. Chevalier puts up a 3. He got it. Lead down to 11.
Chevalier's been working on that all night and finally comes through with a 3-point shot. He's been wide open. The Flames have given him that shot. Flames have to finish up here if they want to win this one, but Green Bay has not quit in this contest.
The bounce underneath for Dixon. Reverse layup is good. Hopefully that'll silence the run. Steve McLean still barking out instructions. Cohen, the dipsy-do, the layup good. Timeout called by Link Darner. He's going to keep this as tight as he can throughout the final 148. 78-67, the late push from the Phoenix.
It's been a 12-2 run for Green Bay in this one over the last 3:03. What I've really liked about it so far is that they've been able to, get to the basket. A lot of it's led as a catalyst for Small. Small with 27 points on 9 rebounds. He's had 1 assist. He's mixed it up. Got a technical foul also. So he's really been the heartbeat of this team here for this run for Green Bay.
First of a 3-game homestand for UIC. After this, Milwaukee, as you said, on the 12th, and then Oakland. You already gave that out a couple minutes ago. But I'm interested to see because I think the toughest part of the schedule was the first half where you play 3 on the road, 3 at home in the middle, and then 2 more. You do that Ohio trip at Youngstown and at Cleveland State. Some of the highlights.
See UIC and Green Bay mixing up here in the second half. Sandy up high and down hard. And Hankerson being able to knock down a jumper as well.
This is the Green Bay feed. Here's the UIC feed with Robinson at the end. Be nice to get 3 in a row here at home on this homestand. UIC can hold on. They'll be 2-2 in league play. If you sweep the homestand, you're 4-2. You're looking pretty going back on the road. Matthews gets it to Ferguson. They go backwards. They better hurry up. Finally, with 3 seconds to spare, they break it across, and now Adi is doubled. He will circle it out.
Nice double team there. Keep pushing UIC out to the perimeter. Push him out. Don't let him get inside. Oh, Bowen is so quick.
Big shot.
What are you going to do, Sam? You got 2 quick guards, the Canadian connection. What are you going to do with Adi and Bowen?
Cohen will try and counter a splash from way downtown. Foul comes in on TJ Parham.
Man,
two shots.
You can say whatever you want about three-point shooting in basketball, college and pro. You can say whatever you want about a guy that's 6'9", 6'10", that can shoot it from the outside. But man, there is something about a quick guard that can need just a little bit of daylight to be able to get from A to B, from the top of the circle to get into the basket. And this is what UIC has, whether not necessarily Ferguson as much as Adi and Bowen. Both of those guys are electric. All they need is just a little bit of daylight for them to get to where they need to be.
First time in conference play, the Flames have cracked 80 points. Bowen splits a pair. 12-point lead. Final minute. Hankerson blocked by Robinson. He tried to throw it off Adi. Small comes away with it. Chevalier for 3. He got it.
The freshman. Twice now being able to knock down that 3. He's confident.
Lead is 9. Matthews being trapped, throws it away to Bowen, and the foul there. So Hankerson commits the foul. 9-point lead, UIC. 43.9 remaining.
And for some that are watching this, 43.9, the most important 43.9 of their evening.
Godwin Bowen, sophomore out of Canada, grew up in Toronto. Used to compete with a guy by the name of Thon Maker up in Canada.
Met Thon Maker at the Hotel Intercontinental for pre-draft camp. What an interesting character he is. Came in with a suitcase with a lot of stickers on it. I said, "Where have you been?" "Australia."
Hankerson across the line to Cohen. Look out, he'll pull from anywhere. Parham spins, throws one up. No, rebound Bowen, littlest guy on the floor. Out to Matthews, and we'll see if Darner calls off the Dogs. It looks like they will not foul, and Marcusati will retreat towards center court. Now the drive, and out to Matthews. 4-corner look. Ferguson will likely just hold it, and the Flames will win this basketball game. Shot clock expires. Green Bay will get one final pull, but a nice win at home to open up the homestand for UIC.
Absolutely, coming off a victory on the road, snapping a long streak of not winning on the road against IUPUI, now beating Green Bay. Step in the right direction for the UIC Flames.
Buzzer beater missed by Cohen, and Steve McLean will go through the handshake line with a W in his pocket. D. Brown right behind him. Flames win by 11, 84-73. Your leading scorers, Khalil Small, 27 for Green Bay, and Dikembe Dixon, 23 for UIC. Thanks to our great crew, Brad Taylor, Vince Franco upstairs, Jay Pfeiffer next to me, for Chris Black and Jonathan Hood. My name is Sam Panianovich saying good night from the west side of Chicago. Again, the Flames win it in their homestand opener, 84-73.